What's going on, guys? It's Brandon here with TMG, and today we're going to be doing what you've been asking for, a brisket cook on a traditional flow versus reverse flow smoker. So here's what we're going to do. We got 4 briskets from our friends at A&B Distributing that we're going to throw on here. 2 on the reverse flow, 2 on the traditional flow. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook them all day long, and then we're going to let our friends come in and test them and see which ones they like the best. Now we're going to let our friend Jordan start trimming these up. We're going to season them all the same. And while he's doing that, we're going to go outside, get the charcoal chimneys fired up so we can get a good coal base in both these smokers. Let's do it. It's been about 45 minutes since we got the charcoal and the chimneys lit up here. So now we're going to throw them in the fireboxes and get this day rolling. Now we're throwing it in the traditional flow. This ought to be fun.
Just tell them this is what you don't do.
Okay, so this is what you don't do. My mistake here. On the reverse flow, usually we use our charcoal chimney, or sorry, our fire management basket. On the traditional flow, we suggest actually managing your fire with the way you stack your wood. We're gonna go over that. So my mistake here, gotta fix this. Don't know how I'm gonna fix it yet. Probably should get a shovel. Don't play with fire. Let's see. Problem solved. Now that we have pulled out the fire management basket, I'm gonna start throwing in some splits. Usually what I like to do is what I call the log method. And I should have carried some of these out here already, but now this is a heavy smoker, so I usually suggest using in between 6 and 8 splits to get it rolling. So today, for both of them, for testing sake, we're going to start with 6 and see where we go. Now, as you can see, if you can get in here, is with the fire management cradle, you don't have as much room spread out in there. It kind of keeps it more V'd in together. Still going to use the old Lincoln log method here. Let that get going. Jordan just got these briskets trimmed up and seasoned. We're ready to throw them on. And by the way, so we're in our shop today. Not the best place to cook in a fab shop. Metal dust, kind of nasty. So we've brought it out to our new showroom. It's almost done. But in order to do this, we really needed a prep table. So we built a table, and it's funny because Jordan just said, man, I love the height of this. Because when we were building it yesterday, I made the comment, anytime I'm prepping food, I hate being bent over. And so we built it just a little bit taller than usual. We got a butcher paper holder, or for today, aluminum foil. Should be a paper towel holder, utensil holder. I obviously have a tray underneath. So a really cool table. Knocked this out yesterday just for this project. Let's fix and throw on the first brisket on the reverse flow here. We've had both of these smokers up and running for about an hour now. So I typically like to take the smoker and build a big fire in it to get started. Because I know we've had a lot of calls of people said, hey, you know, I've got a fire started, I've been out here for an hour, it's not up to temperature. It's like, hey, build a bigger fire. So what I usually do is I'll actually get the smoker up to around 300, 350. And the reason I do that is this. So let's say I fire the smoker up and the gauge is reading 250 within a matter of, let's say, 10 minutes. The smoker is still cool. It is a heat sink. You have anywhere from, depending on what smoker virus you have, you're gonna have anywhere from 600 to 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of steel to heat up. So it's a lot easier to maintain the fire once your smoker's up to temperature. So if you just get it up to 250, and then you can come on in to see this, just get it up to 250, then it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to maintain it once you get going. So like I said, both these have been up to about 350 today. I got them opened up right now. We'll push them in. Right before we brought these out, we had, Jordan, what do we have them at, like 250? Both of them are set at 250. So got them in here now. We're gonna push this one in. Get some gloves on because that rack is hot. I know that, noticed that on you. And we'll put them in, get them going. We'll see how they turn out. Not sure if I said this earlier or not, but both of the smokers we're using for this are customer smokers. This customer called, they're gonna be on their way here in a few hours, so we decided to go ahead and full bolt these briskets. So let's check them out. So this is the reverse flow brisket right now. Can you see it? Got it. Now let's go check the traditional flow one out. So we're gonna put them in full boats, kick temperature up just a little bit, and see how they turn out. Okay guys, we're back on the brisket cook now. Reverse flow versus traditional flow. And the reverse flow definitely got done first. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it off, let it rest. I know there's gonna be a little bit different time in resting, but all we can do is just pull this one, let those get done on the traditional flow. Hey, that's part of this test. Let's do it. Okay, so the briskets on the traditional flow just finished up. We're gonna pull them off, let them rest, then we're gonna let everyone here decide which one's best. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. A, B, C, D. We're gonna let everyone that's been here all day with us, okay, decide on 3 categories. Which one looks the best now, bark-wise. Now, some of these are reverse flow, some of these are traditional flow. We're also gonna let them judge on which one looks better after the cut, and then which one tastes the best, and see if anyone can actually see a difference from how we smoke these.
Hey, is someone filming for the video watching?
Yeah, Alex should be. He's back here. He's back here.
Hey, you better be filming, buddy. Fire!
Summer is like.
How long have you been cooking these bad boys?
Since 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, now, everyone vote now, after cut, which one you think is the best.
Whole game down.
And by the way, this is all donated by A&B Distributing. For the taste test, this is what we all been waiting for right here, okay? So, again,
Very patiently.
A, oh, I know, you gotta leave, right?
No, I gotta
B,
get smokers done. I gotta get
C, oh, we do have more smokers to get done, yeah. C, and D, okay? Come up, take a bite. If you need me to cut it in half so we can make it for everyone to get, I'll do that right now, okay? So, if you guys want to come up and taste test A. D, that's D, where are you gonna put it? That's D.
Hayes and Brandon back at you here. We got the results. Got the results, everything. We're gonna do a little recap of the day, kind of go over everything. So let's get started. Brandon, kind of go over your version of the day. What your thoughts were on everything, how it went.
So obviously we got started, 3:34 in the morning.
Yeah, early.
And what we didn't go over well in the morning was that we were using both customer smokers. One we had built that was actually traditional flow and reverse flow into one smoker.
Yep.
The other one was just reverse flow.
Yes.
And so
Both the same Heritage 48 with
Yep.
the hot box. Same setup.
obviously what we did is we took the reverse flow and ran it reverse flow. We
Yep.
took the traditional flow and blocked off the reverse flow stack,
Yep.
ran it as traditional flow. We had both fire measure cradles in it. I didn't realize it. Fired it up, dumped the coals in,
Yep.
both of them. Quickly realized that on a traditional flow, we suggest you run a little differently than you do your reverse flow. We're going to go over that in a later video.
Yeah, we'll do a whole
But
video
that's
just on
very
fire management.
important to how you manage your fires, how your smoke's going to run.
Yep.
And so, with that in mind, I tried to pull it back out, dump it, made for an interesting little video. It got really hot real quick.
Yep.
But besides that, just part of it. So, and then our wood was extremely wet. It had rained 4 days prior to that. Our office actually it was flooded. And so, wet wood makes it rough, but that's part of being a pit master.
It happens.
Part of it.
It happens often.
You guys also saw we had a camera issue halfway through the day. One of the settings on the camera got switched. Everything was solid white. White is this right here. I did my best to edit it. I'm not that great at editing videos, but I did my best, try to get it back. When you saw the shot of all the briskets here, they all kind of look the same. They did look the same when we could brought them off, but they looked a lot better with the video
It wasn't the true color of them.
because I had to edit so hard. I mean, literally, those briskets looked like this piece of paper in the video, and I did my best to get the color back into them. Part of it, when we're running around here with customers and clients, we had 40 to 50 people here that day.
A lot of people. Very busy.
I'm everywhere, and so I had a friend come and start shooting the video. It's not his fault. He actually told me at one point in the day, "Hey, the screen looks a little messed up." I thought it was just starting to get hot. Didn't even realize we had hit a button. Not a big deal. Not mad. It's
make the
difficult
best
to
of
do.
it. Make the best of it.
We make the best of it. We are shooting with an iPhone in vertical and a camera in horizontal, so we get both YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. So it makes it difficult to sit there and watch everything at once.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how the day went. Like I said, when we throw a party, we throw a party. I mean, we had a lot of people here.
Yeah, a lot going on.
The people, let's go over the people we brought in. Were they barbecue nerds like us?
They were not barbecue nerds. They were, maybe your average crowd you would find at a barbecue restaurant. They all enjoy barbecue.
Yep.
But they are not, die-hard barbecue enthusiasts.
I didn't recruit these people. I just put out on Facebook and Instagram, hey, we're cooking today. If you want some barbecue, come by. They had no clue they were going to be our judges either. So it wasn't like, hey, I handpicked my selection here. They had no clue. No one had a clue what A and B was and C and D.
Brandon was the only one that knew. I didn't know. Nobody else knew besides Brandon.
So A and B were reverse flow. You guys now know that. C and D were traditional flow. No one had a clue. And I think that's what's cool. During the cook, this wasn't for any reason why. It wasn't to skew results. The reverse flow ran a little bit cooler. The traditional flow ran a little bit hotter. I'm in and out. It was hard to keep down. But I'm within 25 degrees. Not a lot. Yeah. But that is, if one was at 250, it seemed like the other one was at 275. One was at 250, the other one was at 225. Just a little bit cooler all day. I was surprised about, like you said, the 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
The reverse flow was really good and barked up. The traditional flow wasn't.
Yeah. Definitely reverse flow barked up quicker.
I thought it was going to be different.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be swapped. It wasn't. Glad we did this to see what was going on.
Yeah.
Also, the reverse flow, even though it ran at lower temperatures, got done first.
Yeah.
And about an hour and a half before the other one did. So they had a little bit more rest time than the traditional flow ones did. Now, so with all that said, is it the perfect test?
Not the perfect test, but pretty dang good.
We'll probably do it again.
For what we can do here, I will definitely do it again. No doubt about that.
But it is hard for us to get cooking videos because we're always in here trying to bust out pits for the next guy. We're not really worried about cooking for ourselves.
Yeah.
But so here are the results we got.
Drum roll. The results.
The first was the uncut. On the uncut, we basically, hey, just judge it by its bark and its outside appearance, okay? D, which was traditional flow, won by 1 vote. B came in second, 1 vote under D. And C and A, which was, traditional flow, reverse flow, tie.
Yeah.
So very close on the uncut. So when everybody said, oh, this bark's better than this,
Very close.
it was really close. Now, the cut brisket, it was a landslide C and D one.
Which is traditional flow.
Traditional flow. Okay. Now I will say this: being that it come off the smoker an hour and a half later, when I cut into those, they were a little bit more juicy.
Yeah.
I think that their longer rest had something to do with that purse, is what I think.
Yeah.
I think most people saw that. They were all standing right here. They saw that. Ooh, oh, boom. That's it. Could be, maybe not. Maybe we'll do the test again. We'll see. But
What about smoke ring on?
oh, so smoke ring. Now, Hayes had no clue which ones these were. I was the only person here that knew what was what.
Yep.
Hayes, after we did everything, everyone left, he said, man, A and B had a better smoke ring. Which one of those? I personally thought the same thing. I thought A and B cut looked better to me than C and D.
Yeah. There's a lot more defined.
But I wasn't going after the amount of just pure juice running out. I was going after just the overall look.
Yeah.
It was probably a little unfair. I had a good feel on them too.
Yeah.
Everyone else didn't. Maybe we should have done that. But realistically, when you get your brisket, you want it to look good. But dang, I want it to taste good.
It's got to taste good.
Gotta taste good.
Got to taste good.
So that's really what it comes down to. And what we think is really crazy is A and C tied. So reverse flow, traditional flow on taste, dead even tie. Even crazier than that was in second place, B and D tied.
And this is like 16 to 20 votes.
Okay.
Around 16 to 20 votes we had.
And we did have some people say, hey, I think they all taste the same. I thought they all looked the same. So
we didn't count that.
Couldn't count it. Hey, it looks the same. That's a no vote for everybody, or on that category for that person. So realistically, reverse flow and traditional flow tied dead even.
Yeah.
I would have expected traditional flow. I mean, just from all the talk on the internet, traditional flow, didn't come out that way. Now, we got one other thing to show you guys, okay? And that is, out of the whole group, okay, one person put the uncut traditional flow, both beat the uncut reverse flow, okay? And then one other person put that the taste better reverse flow, both of them tasted better than the traditional flow. Every other person went back and forth. So if they thought the reverse flow tasted better in number one position, what came in second? Traditional flow. Then it went right back to it was crazy. I figured the same person would say, "Hey, if I think A and B," which really tells us that the whole group of people, no one could really tell if they thought the first one was reverse flow and the second one was traditional flow.
Yeah.
I mean, only 2 people of the whole crowd of 3 different categories actually said they thought first place and second place was the same.
Yeah. And that was kind of the general consensus of everyone, is that it was all very close. There was nothing that was just like, man, this one is just to die for compared to these two. It was all throughout the whole deal.
Very close. So overall, great day.
Maybe we need to hire some barbecue judges next time.
I don't know. I kind of like the
general
average person. The general public watches our videos. They buy our smokers.
The general public eat the most barbecue.
I mean, how many times someone come in? It's their first time ever smoking on a smoker and buy our smoker.
Very often.
Often. It's the same person that came in here the other night.
Yeah.
So grade of brisket. Okay.
Oh yeah.
No one knew. I was the only person who knew this one too.
Yep.
So A&B donated the brisket to us.
Thank you, A&B.
But originally he was going to send us prime. He's like, I'll send you the best we got.
Yeah.
I said no because I knew I was going to be running out of here. I didn't want to ruin it. I also didn't know who was showing up. It could have just been me and you.
Yep.
And eating 4 briskets, we'd have got it done.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So with that in mind, told them no, I want bottom.
Yep.
Okay, we want select.
Yep.
So we asked people here what they thought it was, and every single person said,
Prime.
hey, prime. For those who didn't know prime, they said, hey, it had to be high.
Yeah.
They didn't know what the grades were.
I mean, they did look good.
They
tasted good.
They tasted good. I was
There's no
really
denying that.
I had never smoked a select brisket.
Yeah. Guess what we're getting from now on? Select.
You got to show up here again, select. After that day, yeah, it was good. Now I know we're gonna get tore up on that comment, but hey, I'm just telling you, when you don't know, you don't
Go around and
know.
ask all these big barbecue places what they're smoking, baby. It's select. Tuesday, that's right. Okay, so next Tuesday, which is August the 8th, all right, we got Team G Pitch putting on a barbecue testing tune. We got Chris from Lone Mountain Barbecue driving all the way from California, all the way across the country to pick up his 1,000-gallon propane tank smoker. We're actually still working on it right now. It's not even done
not
yet.
done?
Not done.
You guys gotta get back.
We're cutting it close. But we'll get it done. He's gonna be here. We're gonna be cooking all day, have barbecue, beer, margaritas, 21 and over.
Yeah,
21
absolutely.
and over, okay?
Absolutely.
But we'll be here all day hanging out, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we're donating to a good cause. So guys, come by, check out the shop. We'll be doing fire management courses. That's you, right?
So I'll be doing fire management courses. We'll have music. Mr. Troxler himself will be here.
Rob Troxler
He'll be
will
here.
be here
Hey,
in the flesh.
we may even
He'll be on the
do-
fryer frying up some chicken wings.
We
and frying
may
for
even
us.
let him try our award-winning chicken wings that us and Well Station Monterey's can
That's
have
true.
with.
There will be
know.
award-winning chicken wings here. So guys, come on out. August 8th is going to be a good time. I'd love to see all y'all here. Come support us. And hey, that's it. On to the next one.